today's episode of The Hammer, we have anchors who are not prepared.
And then lessons on why we should lock in early as students so we don't look like fools when we forget to update the teasers.
Good morning, I'm Sam.
And I'm Daisy. Today is January 30th, and this is The Hammer.
Welcome back to another episode of The Hammer.
Sam and Santa were crazy busy interviewing students about learning games. Let's go see what they found out.
Hey guys, I'm here with
Tyler Swenson.
Tyler Swenson. Did you go to senior ball?
I did indeed.
Wow, did you go on a date?
I did.
Where'd you go? What'd you do?
We went axe throwing in Provo or something.
A Provo or something? Yep. Did you win at axe throwing?
Oh, I won, yeah.
By how many points?
All of the points.
All of the points? All of the points?
All the points, yep.
Yep. What was your favorite part of axe throwing?
Throwing a ninja star because it made me feel like I have a low taper fade.
You know, that meme is still massive.
Oh, it is massive.
Yeah. Massive. And you won by massive points?
Massive points.
Massive points. So, you would say that was the highlight of all of senior ball?
Oh, yeah. I mean, besides spending 2 hours at dinner and then missing the dance because of it, but...
Was the dinner worth it?
It was worth it.
Where'd you go eat dinner?
Sol Agave.
What even is that?
Mexican food.
What kind of Mexican food did you get?
Steak. It was, I don't even know what it was. It was good.
Steak is Mexican food?
Pretty much.
Yummy. Did you get like chips and salsa?
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah? Chips and queso?
Yep.
Which is better, chips and queso or chips and salsa?
Salsa.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Makes me feel healthy.
Makes you feel healthy and so strong because of all the vegetables? That sounds great. All right. We're going to throw it back to you guys at the desk. Any final words?
Thank you, Brooklyn and Ty. Yearbooks are now on sale, and the last day to buy them is tomorrow, so get them ASAP.
Congrats to Cheer for sweeping in regionals. We are so proud of all of them and all the hard work they put in.
Next up, we are joined here in the studio by Kate for her magic window take on the most hated people in school.
We're going to be looking into the most hated types of people at Westlake High School. Coming in at number 5, we have Instagram note users. I think it's socially acceptable if you're posting on Instagram notes and saying, "Oh no, it happened again, please do us all a favor and stop." At number 4, we have people who roughhouse in the comments. If you do this, I promise that the people around you do not like you. You're bumping into them while they're just trying to talk to their friends. Please let's not act like animals during passing period. Getting into the top 3, taking the 3rd spot is people who comment on everything the teacher says. I'm sure we can all think of someone who does this, and if you do this, please stop. We do not need to hear about your opinion on the quadratic formula or the Westlake Bell schedule. Speaking of the Westlake Bell schedule, at number 2, we have people who stand at the bottom of the stairs during passing period. If you do this, you deserve jail time. That's unacceptable. There's no reason for you to be blocking the entire stairway. And in the number 1 spot for the most hated types of people at Westlake High School, we have the WHS Snapchat story spammers. If you constantly post on the Westlake Snapchat story, you're hated by 99% of people at Westlake High School, and you're my number 1 enemy. Westlake, please lock in and stop making school more miserable for all of us. Do better, Westlake. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Kate, for the awesome magic window segment.
Sweethearts is coming up soon. Girls get asking.
Now, coming to us live in the... Let's go on over to Tanner and Sam's interview on learning games.
As the year winds down, the 3rd and 4th terms bring a flurry of tests, with teachers using various games to help quiz their students. Among these are Kahoot, Gimkit, Blookit, and Nearpod. Some of the students here at Westlake have strong opinions about their favorites and least favorite games.
Blook It is definitely my favorite because I feel like I can be more competitive with it. Review days are always super fun when we play Book It.
My favorite learning game is Book It because there's just so many games to choose from, and it's like, it doesn't feel like learning. And also, you barely ever have to answer questions, and it's mainly you just get to play the game.
Dude, I just love Book It, okay? This was created for the students, okay? The other ones, they were created for old people who don't even know, like, how to teach, okay? When I hear they're playing Book It, it brings joy to my life. I've never been happier. First time I saw that game, I fell in love.
So, for me personally, I absolutely despise Booklet because it is so boring and just an absolute ripoff of Kahoot, okay? Kahoot is the OG, it's where it's at.
Booklet's too complicated. It's for the brain rot generation, for real. Also, the Booklet music is trash, bro. I could throw a rave to the Kahoot music and everyone would get it down. Grandma's getting out of the wheelchair to jam to that Kahoot music.
Exactly, bro. Like, that's why Kahoot is the GOAT.
I hate Nearpod. It's like studying flashcards. It's just so boring.
Nearpod. Who actually likes Nearpod? What is even time to climb? Like, what if I want to sit down? You're gonna make me climb up a mountain and answer questions? No way.
Ultimately, it seems students here at Westlake prefer Book It and Kahoot, but would rather not see any more of Nearpod. That's all we have for you. Back to Sam and Daisy at the desk.
Thank you, Tanner and Sam, for those interviews on learning games. We now have our announcements in this video by Leo and Kaysen.
So glad I know what's going on this week. For all you moviegoers out there, we are excited to have Valentine telling us more about the wonders of Arcane. Let's learn more about it.
Hello guys, today's movie review is not actually a movie, it's a show. But it's probably better than... Okay, it's probably better than most of the shows out there. Arcane is an adaptation of a video game called League of Legends, which I didn't know before I watched it, but I wish I did, because that helped me understand more about the show's world, because warning, it's a big world. And Arcane is just the beginning. Arcane main characters are Bai and Powder, two sisters who live in the Undercity, a zone where the life conditions are terrible. People often get sick from the toxic air and water. It's a place that is really dangerous and without a real law system, where all the citizens know since they are kids that they are less and that they're less from the people from Piltover and are going to die poor. Piltover is the opposite. It's beautiful, safe, organized, and everyone there is rich. The two sisters go to steal the house of a scientist in Piltover with the help of a couple of friends, but what they find unleashes a series of events that changes everything. Even breaks apart the relationship the sisters had, making them enemies. Arcane characters are very complex and unique. Each one of them is written extremely well. Every detail was carefully thought through. Arcane not only tells a story through dialogue between characters, it is also told through beautiful animation, character designs, amazing voice acting, and excellent background music that you will later add to your playlist. Trust me. The way the animators made the characters' expressions is so detailed and subtle that it feels as if they were completely real. Arcane is one of the best animated films in history, and I don't want to hear any arguments about it. Thank you guys, and take it back to the studio.
Thanks, Valentine. That was super duper awesome.
Arcane is one of my favorite shows. It's so good. Everyone should go watch it.
Okay, we're going to take a short break to tell you more about Sweethearts.
February 22nd. Sweethearts, you going? You single? Hit me up.
That was the best. That was the best commercial I've ever seen. That was so Sigma. Whoever made it is the rizziest Rizzler out there.
If you have ever been a member of the NHS Club, you are now able to purchase a cord for graduation. Forms are due by March 10th.
Westlake sports are always just so sporty. Let's go check out our Sporty Sports with Max telling us the info about sports.
The boys basketball team here at Westlake is ranked number 1 in our region with a record of 13-5. The next game will be tomorrow at Skyridge. The Utah Hockey Club continues to hover right around the 500 mark with 32 games remaining in the season. Clayton Keller leads the team in total points this year with a total of 54. The men's BYU basketball team will be playing at UCF this Saturday, February 1st at 2 p.m., their record being 13-6. You can tune in on ESPN Plus or listen to the radio broadcast on BYU Radio. Last Sunday was the AFC and NFC championships in the NFL. In the NFC, the Eagles destroyed the Commanders by a score of 55-23. The AFC championship was much more controversial, coming down to critical plays and eventually resulting in a 3-point Chiefs victory over the Bills, 32-29. The Chiefs will play the Eagles in the Super Bowl on February 9th. That's all the sports news for today. Back over to you guys.
Thanks for all the updates on the sporty sports that are sporting. Can't wait to hear more about sports next week. That's all the time we have with us today. We've loved having you with us today.
Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time here on
The Hammer.